Hello and welcome to TotoTCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon news update. So we are talking the last of Dark Order, the last of the new GXs, and the background might be giving away what element it might be, just giving you a hint there. So let's have a little look at which one we have in terms of a new GX. So we have got this guy right here, which is Cobalion GX. Now, what's interesting is that we had Virizion, and that came out in our... No, it wasn't Explosive Impact. Calm down. Thunderclap Spark, that was the one, which will be coming out in our Lost Thunder set. This will be coming out in the set afterwards. Now, from using my Pokemon knowledge, I believe that Virizion and Cobalion, they look the same. They also have, there's a third one, which I believe is Keldeo. So, will we be getting a Keldeo GX? We don't know. We really don't know. I think it'd be nice to round off the three, either that or they're going to make a promo and he has a box. Something like that. But it would be nice. Regardless of that, let's have a look at Cobalion. Now, firstly, I really don't know what generation this is. I think it might be 6. I think it might be 6, but I might be wrong, so I'm really sorry. I'm thinking it's 6, but it's really much the first time I've seen this as a card form. And I love it. I think this looks absolutely amazing. It is a fantastic looking Pokemon. It just looks really, really cool. Really nice indeed. So, it is a metal Pokemon with a HP of 170, and of course it is a basic Pokemon as well, so no evolving whatsoever. Let's have a look, though, if it is any good. So, first move is called Metal Symbol, or it's an ability, called Metal Symbol. What does it do? As long as this Pokemon is in play, your Pokemon with with metal energy attached cannot be affected by special conditions, and if they are, remove them. I guess that's a nice little bonus. At least it didn't say, as long as this is in the active. What the heck is the point in that thing? No, you do not put this thing in the active. It can be benched, and it can stay on the bench. It can help. I'm not saying that every single player wants to poison, burn, etc. But if it does happen, it's a nice thing to sort of counter against because you've got Cobalion on the bench. So that means no paralyzation, because that is a special condition, which, to be honest, is pretty nice, because paralyzation can be an absolute annoyance. So this thing can definitely cancel it out very, very quickly. So I like that. So, let's crack on. Let's see if there's anything else good about this thing. So, we've got, for 2 metal, it's called Dual Saber. 50 plus damage. If there is a Stadium card in play, this attack does 60 more damage. So it does 110 for 2 energies. So, at least it's not doing just the 50. So you have to make sure the Stadium card is in play, which is an imperative. Otherwise, that's really not worth it. 50 damage for 2 metal? No. Please no. No, definitely not. It might be a nice one to sort of finish off. 110 can sometimes be the saving grace between not KOing and KOing. The fact that we can also say that a choice span will put it up to 140, that's a little bit better. You could also, if you really wanted to, if you really love this thing, put a metal frying pan on it, which would reduce damage that it's taken by. So if you do manage to want to try and do Dual Saber, you are going to have less damage taken, although you probably might get knocked out, just saying. But that move is probably not the best move I've seen. Pretty much it's bench worthy due to that ability, but how many people actually do try and do special conditions? Don't get me wrong, it's a really good ability because it could really come in handy, but how many people actually are personally wanting to get special conditions on you? Not that many. And if they do, it's very much by an accident, or the attack is just stating it, and that's literally it. So, yeah, as much as I really want this thing to be good, because it looks really cool, it's really not. Like, you have to rely on a stadium card to do at least some decent damage. Now, yes, there are stadium cards which can help metal Pokemon. We know all about them and we will get to them. So, yeah, it could help. Is it the best metal Pokemon I've seen? No, which is kind of annoying. Or at least, is it the best metal attack I've seen? No. The GX. It is called Iron Law GX. So, what does it do? During your opponent's next turn, none of your opponent's Pokemon can attack, including newly played Pokemon. So, I do like this GX. I'm just going to state it, I like this GX. Because you could, if you really needed time, and I mean like really needed time, you could play this up front, GX, and it gives you another turn. Now, obviously you do need one colourless to use this, so that's an interesting factor. One colourless, which means that GX could be used in any deck. The ability could be used in any deck. The second attack, it would have to be metal, unless, and I really do mean this, unless you run counter energy. Which again, could be an interesting concept for it. But you would have to be up on prize cards and your opponent down, for example. But I like the GX. I think that is a really cool one. It's a nice little stall engine because no matter if they do Guzma up something else, they can't attack. It doesn't say they can't attack this Pokemon. It just says they can't attack. So a very, very nice one indeed. I like it. I like the GX. I think the ability could be good in some situations as much as it's not an imperative. It's just that attack. If it was just a little bit better, just a little bit, it might be okay. But there we go, Cobalion. Let's finish this off before we get entranced by it. So of course it is a GX, so if it is knocked out, then your opponent will be taking 2 prize cards from it. It does have a weakness to fire, it has a resistance to psychic, and it does only have a retreat of 1, which to be honest is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that Virizion had a retreat of 1. If not, it was 2. It was one of the 2. It was 1 or 2. But I'm pretty sure it was 1. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting card. I mean, I've already heard people say, no, don't get it, don't play it, don't do anything with it, la 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 la, put it in the bin. But could it possibly be a nice little one-off tech just to be put on the bench? You know, that ability could be a very nice saving grace. The fact that it can go into any deck and use that GX to stall your opponent, very nice. The fact that it has the ability to use counter energy is also very nice. So I wouldn't give up on it 100%, but I wouldn't try and make a deck on it 100%. Definitely not. This is not going to be a deck that will be successful, believe me. Believe me. Not at all. But there we go. Let's have a little look though at, of course, what works. We've got a lot of stuff to go over here. So, we've got Magnezone Magnezone GX. You alright, mate? No, we got a Magnezone card with Magnetic Circuit here. Of course, once as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a Metal Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It's a good way of powering it up. Do you want to? Probably not. If you're focusing on an actual metal deck, this thing could be a nice little bonus. Solgaleo Prism, the Radiant Star, is a nice way of getting energy back and putting it onto your Pokemon on the bench, etc. We got Metagross GX as well, interesting one. Metal Frying Pan, we have talked about, helps to reduce damage taken. Mount Coronet, one of the stadiums, allows you to get 2 Metal Energies back from the discard pile, very nice. We got Duskmane Necrozma GX with several attacks there which are incredibly good. We got Dialga GX as well. We've also got Celesteela GX. And then we can have a little look at Scizor GX as well, which obviously has already come out as English. And I have played this, and I do like it. I think it is a really, really cool card indeed. I think with Metal Frying Pan attached to it, and especially if you've got access to having done the 80 damage, that is 60 damage that they can't put on you. So they have to, if they want to KO you, they would have to find a lot of damage. So this thing can definitely help very, very nicely. I like it a lot. Definitely not giving up on Scizor. Hopefully we do get some other bits and bobs that might help it out quite nicely. And we have Genesect GX with that super, super awesome ability. This is another thing I cannot wait. Cannot wait for this thing to come out in Lost Thunder. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool. The fact that you can put 2 tool cards on there, yes, okay, yes, Field Blower can blow both of them off, but the fact that you can is seriously cool. I definitely like it. So yeah, that is, I think, all of them. That is all the stuff that could work with, well, I say with, this thing could help. Think about it, you have this thing on the bench, at least then your Scizor or your Genesect is not going to get affected by paralyzation, burn, poison, etc. So it can help. It can help, but I don't know whether it's worth it. Hopefully you guys will let me know in the comments below. So, let's finish this off with the Guess the GX, the answer from our previous video. So, and actually you might have already seen the answer in this video, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So I gave you that picture right there last time. That was, in fact, Scizor GX. Yep. Scizor GX, my guy. Yeah. So, I mean, I've already talked about how good, well, not how good, but like how much I do like this card. It's got 1 retreat, which is pretty sweet. The ability is pretty nice as well if it is under a certain amount of HP. The fact that Metal Frying Pan, the Steel Wing, can help reduce that is really cool indeed. Crosscut GX, very, very cool to help knock out stuff. I like it. And I think what I would definitely think of doing, because I believe there's another Scyther coming out in a Lost Thunder set coming up. It's probably going to be better than the Scyther we've got. Now, as much as the Scyther we got allows you to guess 2 Scythers, the other Scyther that comes out, I think if you roll so many dice, you can possibly get up to about 70 damage, I think, for just 1 energy. I'm pretty sure it's 1 energy. It could be 2, though. But that's pretty sweet, so I definitely like that a lot. So that could definitely be a change for me. I love it. I love Scizor. So cool. But yeah, there we go. Let's move on from that, and let's have a look at the Guess the GX for this video. So we got that picture there, that one right there, and that one right there. Let me know in the comments below what you think this GX is. And also give me your thoughts on Cobalion GX. Is it a lost cause? Should we just forget about it, forget it even existed, and not play it at all? Or do you think because you possibly like the card or like the Pokemon that, you know, you might give it a chance? With me, I don't know. I think a one-off, I think just having a one-off GX is fine. Perfectly fine. And just put it on the bench. Leave it there. Just leave it there. And then if you can put 1 energy on there and maybe you need another turn to think about stuff, think about if your opponent says, oh, well, oh, hold on. I've got, what's it called? I can't think of the word. I've got, not play, but I can win next turn. They basically state that to you. They say, can you do anything this turn? And you go, I've got a metal energy in hand. I could retreat that and bring up something. Oh, I need maybe another turn to think about life. Oh, hold on. GX. It could help. But I'm not holding out any hopes for it. But there we go. I'll leave it here for this video. And yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, then make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Hopefully we will have the 2 Prism Star cards coming up. I'm really excited to show off. I'd like to say both of them, actually, because they are pretty cool. So yeah, Prism Stars will be to come up next, although we might actually have a little bit of an interview. No, actually, you know what? We will do Prism Stars next. We will do the Prism Stars next. Don't worry about that. So yeah, I'll leave it here for this, and I will see you guys in the next video on the channel.